To say Nigeria's economy has been facing difficult challenges is no longer news. What has, however, remained in news is how the challenges have lingered with little or no solution in sight, while majority of the citizens are at the receiving end. Before we embark on this journey today, let me welcome you, esteemed viewer, and thanks for keeping a date with us again on your favorite show, The Sunday Show. My name is Obi Ajuru Iwerumo. We appreciate your feedbacks via our social media platforms. Remember, it is coming to you from our corporate headquarters of Africa Independent Television, AIT, here in Abuja. Let me also welcome you to the second half of the year 2024. We'll go on this short break to bring you stories that made headlines within the week.
The level of petrol I used to buy was not like before.
Things are very, very expensive now. People hardly patronize us the way they used to.
They are not buying, they don't get money. It's, 10 people go price, only one go buy. You see this woman, the care she buy am, see kaya 2,000.
Honestly, to be honest, the thing is not funny because the cost of goods in the market is very, very high. In fact, getting the money in itself to buy food, foodstuff has become a serious problem.
Chicken 19, rice 12. Wetin happen? Na cutting yam I dey beg Aboki o. Aboki say laye the last of this yam is 3,500. There is hunger. Everybody blood dey hot. Nobody is smiling.
At tomato I dey talk, crate where I dey buy. For pepper, bag where I dey buy 80,000, where I dey buy 10,000. Now it don reach 29, 29, 27.
Somebody buy now, you buy 90,000 now. You go come back again like 30 minutes, you want add another money. What's happen? You want to kill somebody inside Nigeria.
Buyers and sellers are reacting to the high cost of living, high cost of commodity. What it takes to be a Nigerian is really on the high side. But then let's get back to the studio and hear what netizens are reacting to and how they are taking high cost of living in Nigeria.
Records have it that Nigeria's inflation rate surged to a struggling 33.95% in May 2024, up from 33.69% in April. That is according to a report by the National Bureau of Statistics. This sharp increase highlights the persistent economic challenges facing the country. While the federal government believes it is on the right path to economic recovery through implementation of its policies and programs, many Nigerians are having contrary views, wondering why it appears to take so long to stabilize the economy. Well, this situation defines our topic of discussion today, the high cost of living in Nigeria. Interestingly, our guests for today's episode are not in the studio here with us. There are the traders and buyers of some basic commodities in one of the popular markets on the outskirts of the Nigerian capital, Abuja. Their experiences reflect what is obtainable in many parts of the country. Let us now take you on a trip to the Nyanya market, where McQueen is having a chit-chat with Nigerians on the state of the economy.
Well, because I see tomatoes, What is the situation of things in the market at the moment?
The situation still remains the same thing. In terms of prices, I've just bought a half crate of egg now for almost 3,000 naira. Before now, it used to be maybe 1,500 or less than that. So, and it keeps on increasing on daily basis. The egg, you don't even find it to buy. You go to the area of tomato, pepper, and all the rest of them. In fact, there's nothing that you can go to the market and you are sure of what you are going, that the money you are going to will accommodate it.
Did you get tomatoes to buy?
I saw, but I was scared though when I was giving tomatoes that used to be maybe for about 1,200. They now are telling me 2,000. I say, no, don't worry, I'm going to buy it. That's it. It's there, but it's costly. So, and you don't see people patronizing them. But I believe after a time, it will calm down.
So talk to me about price control. I notice everybody, if you come to the market to buy something this week and you come back the next week, the price is different. That same thing you bought maybe 1,000 naira, and you come the next week, they will tell you 1,500 or 2,000 naira. Where has price control strategy gone to?
Do we have anything like price control? I think I should ask you that question if at all. There is none. In those days, growing up when we were in school, we were hearing markets, groups having that control prices. But I don't see anybody controlling prices today. And of course, how will you control price? When you go to market A, you get it at a different price. Go to market B, you get it at different. Everybody wants to sell at the price he has bought. So according to what he has bought. So nobody controls the price in Nigeria here. Nobody, I don't know. I have not seen anybody controlling the price of things. Even the fuel. You see, NNPC is the sole importer of, fuel in Nigeria. Can they control it? You go to the NNPC filling station, maybe you get about 614, 617, between that and 620. But you go to other areas, you see 700. In fact, it's even worse in the east. So nobody controls the price. They only, because they are the sole importers, they sell at the price that is convenient for them. But every other marketer or every other seller just sells at his own price.
Given the opportunity to talk to the authorities concerned, what advice would you give them from the issue of price control and the issue of expenses of food commodities in the market?
How I wish we have authorities that have sympathy for the masses. Even if you talk to them, tomorrow, see, all of them, in fact, let me be specific. Every politician in this country is selfish. They are the ones putting us into this problem. And you see them here and there. Even in public service, they are there. Some of them just wear public service collar, but they are politicians. So nobody has interest of the masses in mind. If I have to advise, I would like to let them sit down, think. How they feeling? Like I come to the market to buy something now. Do they go to, you see them go to maybe ShopRite or UTC or those areas, they will just sit there, pick the price. So, because they have what it takes to do that. But unless you find them in this situation where they come to market, price item A, B, C, and see the prices, then they will now go down and sit down. Think on their thinking cap, see what they do about the prices. So I don't know if people have been writing, like I told, I listen to so many programs. AIT is my best program, Repower. I listen to better. The truth is that there is nothing the government want to hear that these people are not saying. But how many of them do they listen to? They don't. They don't. So we have a government that has no listening ear. Not the present one. Right from time, I've not seen any of them that are come to say, we come to serve the people. They come to serve themselves.
So moving forward, Do you think there's still hope for Nigeria?
Well, there may be hope, but the hope is not in sight. As far as I'm concerned, I don't see, because I was telling my children the other day, when I joined the public service before I retired, you see, there are some certain things we enjoyed. Some of us had the opportunity of improving ourselves, widening our horizon. But how many of them have that opportunity today? But I only pray that God will touch anybody that calls himself a leader, that will come tomorrow and see the plight of people and know what to do about it. Because for me, I don't know if there is hope. I don't know if there is hope. But I also believe there is God. God will bring somebody. We've seen what happened recently in Kenya. We see what the people spoke. And at the time, the authorities now realize that, no, this is not a joke. They have no option other to revert to what the people. So I think, well, let me rescind what I said there. I think there is hope. But let God bring that person that will stand and say, this is what I want for my people, and the people will listen.
You believe?
Well, I believe God is there with us. I believe. There's nothing God cannot do.
A child is supposed to eat 1 egg a day. Is that obtainable in Nigeria at the moment?
For now, it's not obtainable for now, because whereby a child is supposed to eat per egg a day, and per egg now is about 200 naira, and a crate of egg is about 5,000 naira. How will the parents be able to get the egg for the children when they have not eaten good food, when they have not eaten other food? For instance, according to some people, they say the egg is secondary. Truly, it's supposed to be primary to children, but now it's secondary to them because they cannot afford it. If a house, there are 5 in number, how can they be able to share 1 egg if they manage to get 1? So it's not possible. The thing is getting worse every day, and we don't know what to do. They say the egg is protein for children, but they cannot afford it because the thing is very expensive. Even me, since morning now I've not sold anyone because it's expensive. When it was cheaper, if they come, before 2 hours, I would have maybe said 2, 3, 4 crates. But now I cannot even sell up this 700 naira. Okay, for instance, this one now I shade here now is 700 naira. Why this one is 1,000 naira for 5 pieces? How can the parents afford it when they cannot buy even a mudu of gari? So things is very expensive in this country. They should try and please come to our aid and help us. We are not finding it funny again. Things is very difficult. We that is selling, we are crying. People that is buying, they are shouting too.
As a seller and as a mother, when last did you make stew in your house?
Hey, that one I cannot even remember again. This food I can make for my children now is if I manage to do red oil rice, because that one is the one that is even little cheaper. If you have red oil in your house and you have local rice, that is one that is even a little bit cheaper. Talking about tomato is no go area. So what are we saying? Will I say egg? If I don't have money to buy egg, how can I make sauce for my kids? So it's very expensive. We are not finding anything about eating is very expensive.
Which means the issue of nutrition has been thrown into the window.
Yes, and the issue of nutrition has been thrown into the window for a long time now. And we want them to really have listening ear to what we are saying and try to help us out.
So tell me, what is the market situation? You people just got to the market.
Yes, the situation in the market is not actually favorable to us, because looking at, we have to be paying our transport, our PPAs, and we have to also get some stuff so that we won't starve. And it's not okay for us, because right now my alawi is up. Yes, it's out. I'm out of the alawi, and I have to start doing little things to keep myself going. So we need increments in our allowances. Yes, we need increments. So the federal government should look into it as they are looking to other matters, so that it will be comfortable and favorable to all of us. Thank you.
So what do you have to say?
We just call on the Nigerian government to look into the situation, because even those who are selling are not seeing the money or the gain from what they are product. I just interacted with this woman that is selling broilers, and she has not even gotten any customer since. So everybody is struggling, both the buyers and the sellers. See, we go 200 naira, make government for see and say, I be government picky, see waiting your child won't go chop for his house. Struggle is real. It is well.
So what is your experience?
Okay, it's not really a sweet one because I remember going to the market I went with almost 30,000 and I came back with just a back. And like you cannot actually get everything you want with that money. Transportation cost is not funny, and it seems like transportation now, fuel. The price of fuel is going high and it's affecting the transportation cost. This money just to get to this place, I've spent almost 2,000 naira and it's not really fun. So we are calling on the government to please look into the situation.
This is the sights and sounds of the popular Nyanya market, which operates every Wednesday. And from the look of things, the people are not smiling. Everybody is singing the same song, talking about the situation in the country and the cost of goods skyrocketing every day. You cannot come to the market today and get something and come back the next day and get that particular thing you bought at the same price. So price control has always been the problem. As it is, we'll be going back to the studio to continue with the program, The Sunday Show. Keep watching.
It is evident that majority of Nigerian citizens are currently struggling to make ends meet. Well, we believe in the adage that says a problem shared is half solved, and that is why Nigerians may have to continue this discussion, which is gradually leading many to abject poverty. Yes, welcome back, McQueen.
Thank you.
From what we saw on those videos, the buying and the selling, it was not funny. How did you cope?
Well, it was an experience that I will definitely keep to bear. And another thing is, I am not really a market person, and it has opened my eye to a lot of things. Some things that I need to also put myself in check to. Talking about my market budget, I need to up it. Because if you go to the market today and buy something at this particular rate and go back tomorrow to buy that same item, it will be a different
skyrocketed.
It will be a different price
entirely
altogether. So the next thing is you will be arguing with the person you send, thinking,
how did you spend the money?
You know, that
did
kind of
you
thing.
do some sharp things? So I was in your sideline during the production, everything that transpired in the market. Yes, it is. Honestly, that environment gave me cold all through the night. That Nyanya market is still within Abuja, right?
Very well.
How come the local government chairman or area council, whatever they are called in the FCT, how come they cannot put that market in good shape? Everywhere was water.
That is a discussion for another day.
Okay, but we have to also point it out to them.
Definitely, it's a discussion for another day.
Okay.
So pointing it out we will do a lot of discussion. That's the reason why I said it will be a discussion for another day.
Okay.
Seriously.
All right.
Well, the truth is, every commodity is expensive to buy in Nigeria. When I hear some traders say the exchange rate for the dollar is a major factor contributing to the hike in cost of items, I ask, how about the corn that we used to buy for 100 or 200 naira some months ago? It's now being sold for 200 to 400 or 500 naira. And how about the house rent? Has the dollar exchange rate affected that too? Or has the house owner done any major renovation, especially the old houses? Well, it's quite interesting, yet very, very worrisome.
I am tempted to say that some Nigerians are also making life difficult for fellow citizens. That is why we advocate that the key to getting our society working again is treating others the way we would like to be treated. So tell me, how do you want to treat me?
Well, I should treat you like the baby girl you are.
Ah, soft
give you that queen treatment.
Okay, that said, let's ease up some of the tension with a bit of entertainment and sports gist.
Hi there, you are welcome to the African Military Games here in Abuja. And as you can see, we are in the beautiful MKO Abiola National Stadium. All right, so we're getting set for today, a football match. Yeah, we're having football matches today, and it's going to be very, very interesting. My name is Chooks.
And I am Chidera. So just like Chooks said, this is the Africa Military Games 2024. And we're here to hear from the military athletes, emphasis on that, on their experiences, their challenges. What does it feel like to be in Nigeria? What does it feel like to participate in the second AMGA 2024?
All right, so sit back, relax, because there's so many sports to look out for today, from squash to basketball to football to boxing. All right, so don't go anywhere. We'll be taking you round. All right, still the African Military Games, and we are here at the Indoor Sports Hall. And basketball is on display. We have athletes preparing for their basketball game. We have the coach as well alongside, who we'll be talking to in a few seconds. So just keep it locked, sit back, because I mean, basketball is very interesting. It's a beautiful game. Nigerians love basketball. We're going to learn the ropes when it comes to basketball. Welcome, coach.
Thank you.
Great to have you.
Nice to be here.
Way taller than I am. All right, which is one of the criteria for basketball.
Yes.
All right, so this is Coach Adeka. He's going to tell us everything we need to know about basketball, why the African Military Games as well. So, Coach, why the African Military Games?
First of all, it's a friendship game. Being Africans, you know, we need to come together and have fun. Basketball is all about taking care of the body and then entertainment at the same time. We use it as a platform to unite ourselves. You know, that's one of the good beauty of basketball.
Yeah, very interesting. You know, when we watch basketball internationally on TV, sometimes we get wowed by, you know, those athletes out there.
Yeah. Here
in Nigeria, do we have, you know, such as well, athletes who are, you know, very talented because, we don't give them a lot of coverage and stuff like that?
Yeah, very well. We do have. In fact, with the Armed Forces Games, we're going to see a lot of kids that can do 360 jam. You can see those that can shoot the ball. You can see those that can do razzmatazz. We have players that can really do those things you see in the NBA.
And I'm looking forward to that. Absolutely.
You will. You won't be disappointed.
I'm looking forward to that.
You won't be disappointed.
So how do you prepare your team, you know, to go into a game? What do you say to your players, you know, that inspires them? What's that thing you do? Do you have a ritual with your players?
Yeah, the ritual is very simple. First, you love the game.
Okay.
Loving the game means there is an inspiration in the game for you. What do you want to use the game for? We call it a tool. Basketball is like a tool that we use, like a spoon that can feed me and can feed also my family. And I can use it to make myself happy. So that's the motivational part of it. But when it comes to competitive part of it, we now look at ourselves. Who are we? We are Nigerians. And now we're going to play against the other guys. So what do we want out of this game? We want to be champions. Now, what makes a champion? You have to work hard.
Before I let you go, I don't know if you can show us how to, you know, throw some hoops, or one of your players can do that.
He's ready.
Okay.
He's ready.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, take a shot. Take a shot.
We are still here in the sports hall. Basketball is on display, and we're going through the celebrations. And now we have the Cameroonian captain, the women's team captain is here, Benkun Barbara. All right, so I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah.
I'm speaking Cameroon today. All right, so congratulations, captain.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel?
I mean, I feel excited. I feel fulfilled. You know, we did a great job preparing for this competition, and it's our first time, you know, coming here. So going back with gold is gold.
It's gold. It's golden. All right, so now when it comes to being a captain, what does that entail, being a captain of a team?
Being a captain of this team, I first of all have amazing teammates and amazing staff. I am in the middle of the players and the staff. So anything goes wrong, I'm the one to be played. If anything goes right, I'm the one to be congratulated. So, I mean, it's an exciting group.
All right,
So we have gifts, a Nigerian Navy officer here with me who is playing volleyball. It's nice to meet you, Gift.
Same here.
What does it feel like? What's your experience? You're playing volleyball, rehearsals, everything in between. I want Gift to let us in on what it feels like. So, you know.
We are in the competition period. And then we hope to give our best. We'll make Nigerians proud.
Hopefully. So have you met other, country military officers as well, like Kenya, Ghanaians? Have you made friends basically?
Yes.
I know it's difficult for officers to make friends, so let's ask her.
Yes, we've made friends, a lot of friends.
Okay, so how has it been like? Are they friendly?
They're friendly. Yes, they are very friendly, and it's fun to have other countries as friends though.
I'm here with the referee. And good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right, so this referee here is for squash. Yes, we're close to the squash court. And please tell us what squash is like.
Squash is the #1 healthiest game in the world at the moment. So you can see that there are so many reasons why everyone must be on board to learn and to play squash. It's the only game that you play where you have almost every part of your system working. And it keeps you healthy, it keeps you much better in health and so many things.
We cannot leave here without talking to one of the athletes, absolutely get an insight from the athlete's perspective. Good afternoon.
Well, how's it going?
All right, fine.
I'm good.
I'd like to know your name.
My name is Luke van Vieren. I'm currently #1 in the military.
Oh, that's great. All right, so what do you do as an officer?
I am working the gate, so I'm just patrolling around the base and see if everything is okay. Nobody's jumping the things and everything.
All right, so apart from it being serious, is it fun though?
What?
Do you have fun with your work? Apart from it being very, very serious?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's not too much. It's not a lot of work to do. So if I'm not so working, I'm playing squash. So it's just working squash.
Okay, so how do you balance it? Working as an officer and then playing squash?
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult because we are working in strange hours. So sometimes we're working during the day and then at night, so I must balance it. So when I'm not working, I'm playing.
Okay.
So it's quite difficult because if you're working 8 hours, then you must go and train for 2 hours. It's quite difficult, but I can manage it. So I'm still young, so I can still manage it. I'm full of energy.
Okay, that's pretty nice. All right, it's been an eventful day here at the National Stadium in Abuja.
So it has been an amazing time here today. The football match, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, guys. And by the way, yesterday, our ladies ended with their finals yesterday. And God, our military ladies, they did also good behind us, yes.
And they'll be getting their medals later on today. We'll be joining them, to celebrate, pop champagne, and everything.
Everything in between. We're going to be having fun at the end of this football match today.
All right. So my name is Chooks.
And I am Chidera. See you.
We run through the number of contestants again. For Algeria, we have Tahir Amina on the #1 spot. Amadiwi Zineb is also from Algeria. She was also competing in this one. Kenya has 3 contestants: Agatha Muchiri, Irene Mudunda, and Alice Njuguna. From Tunisia, we have Gada El Wien, and Nigeria's Petty Officer Ikevide Ada, Able Seaman Julius Grace, and Private Fadama, alongside Sergeant Timothy, are competing in this particular tournament. It's been wonderful so far. You've seen the round 3 of action. Yeah. By the president of the Nigerian Shooting Federation, Navy Captain AA Ayoade, OB Ayoade. Captain, we are looking at this shooting event here today. It has begun. So far, so good. Nigeria has 5 contestants competing in the 25 meters female standard fire. How does it feel, having the rest of Africa on your range here in Kefi?
Thank you very much. It's so nice to have the whole of Africa here in Nigeria and at our international shooting range in Kefi. We started this morning with the 25-meter standard fire, competing a total of 12 athletes, and there are 2 athletes that are not competing for medal because they are additional to the country. Each country is represented by 3 athletes. So what we have now is the 25-meter. They started the first 3 practices, and then they will start the 4th one. The 4th one will soon commence. The event is going on well. The participants are very happy, and I believe that we'll have a very good outing here.
For you, what are you looking forward to? Not just being a Nigerian, but also the president of the Nigerian Shooting Federation?
Well, the first thing that we want to do, that is sports, and as such, being the organizers, we're actually neutral, and we must ensure the tenets of the international sporting federations are maintained to ensure a good competition where fairness, is emplaced.
Okay, we are looking at the main objectives of this competition, the African Military Games, fostering collaboration among the military in the region, in promoting peace, of course, in the region. For you, you've seen at least 4 African countries that year, Algeria, Tunisia, and Kenya, alongside the host nation, Nigeria. In terms of collaboration, in terms of exchange of ideas, how has it been so far?
It's been very wonderful. Aside from the language differences, we've all tried to relate with one another. Everybody's trying to pick up some diction from the next person, some language from the next person, and it's really been wonderful. We live in the same hotel, we eat in the same dining at the same time, so it's really bringing us together as one family in Africa. I believe that this game has gone a long way in fostering unity in Africa, and I think it should be continued, and the next edition should not be like the 22 years wait that we've just had. I'm very happy to be part of this event.
Yes, I'm sure you must be also excited, as the president of the Nigerian Shooting Federation. What does this mean, for the shooting family in Nigeria? Of course, we have civilians that are also, good shooters that have represented Nigeria in various international competitions. What does this mean to them?
Okay, for the civilians, they are part of the officials, and they've played a very pivotal role in training our men as well. There's no in shooting. There is no separation by profession. Shooting is just one family. So, and that has been brought to bear in the training of the Nigerian contingent, and then of course in the officiating here. The officials are civilians because of course they are the ones that have the requisite qualifications for the International Shooting Sports Federation, which is globally accepted. So the civilians are really a good part of the shooting family, and they've brought that to bear here. We're glad to have them with us.
Okay, in a nutshell, you're saying that beyond even fostering the relationship between among the military on the continent, also this competition also affords much more interaction and collaboration, the military and the civilian collaboration.
Exactly. The civilians are part of the coaching crew, and also they are part of the officiating officials now. So the collaboration is enormous.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Navy Captain Obi Ayoade, the president of the Nigerian Shooting Federation here, he just spoke with us about how impactful and how effective this competition has been in terms of collaborations among the military and of course fostering the civil military relationship. So we now return to the action. Round 4 is about 2 comments now, and we'll be back with much more.
Magazine of 5 rounds. Load. Ready. Load. Ready.
That was the presentation of the Giants Trophy to overall winners, Nigeria Ports Authority, and presentation of medals to the customary Court of Appeal team following their victory over the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons in the final of the football event. Head of Service Esther Wilson-Jack, represented by Comfort Adeosun, was full of praises for the governor who surpassed their expectations in hosting a mind-boggling games.
Well, we want to first of all thank the Governor of Rivers State, Dr. Sim Fubara, for how much he has done for us, because we could see that a lot of investment went into this preparation. And you all could also attest to the fact that every center that we use were renovated and made to be of optimal quality for these games.
According to the head of service and members of the local organizing committee, the successful conduct of the games has further shown that Rivers State was a safe haven for business.
It's been a peaceful one, and all our athletes are happy and they are okay. So it's a wonderful one. Like you heard 2 days ago, they were saying we should come back again.
You know, contrary to the expectations of the naysayers that, oh, this would happen and that would happen. It's been peaceful. It is a statement to say that Rivers State is peaceful. It's a place you can come and do your business.
So I'm satisfied with our conduct. I'm satisfied with the security. I'm satisfied with the level of the games, the technical nature, the coverage, everything.
And for captain of the victorious team CCA in the football event, Peter Michael, it was really a refreshing experience winning again. With the 43rd Public Service Games tagged Simplified Rivers 2024 done and dusted, all eyes will now be on the next host to bring more than the Port Harcourt experience to the table.
We can see the facility is it's huge for us, which is very important, and because it's a para badminton activity regarding the handicap athletes. So we want to make sure that all the accessibility are there. We can see a lot of frames, a lot of accessibility, which is for us it's a plus, it's a bonus, and I can see this place can host international tournaments for sure. And again, as I said, we are very confident about Badminton Nigeria that will do a wonderful job.
We are really confident to work to make a team working with the Badminton Nigeria and Abia State to make it memorable for the athletes.
When we assumed office, we can see we have a lot of talents in badminton and para-badminton, and we didn't want to underlook them. But we're intentional because we are an inclusive government. So whatever you do to able-bodied men, do it to disabled. There's ability in disability.
I must not be misunderstood. I know that self-determination is recognized by the United Nations, that people can go for self-determination. That is not what I would prefer. I would like Nigeria as a big, prosperous, united, Dolly Parton's coat of many colors, where we can develop together, because there is a space for each other. No tribe in Nigeria must be seen or recognized or referred to as a dot in the cycle. I am a minority from a minority within a minority, born in Iyukwe, near Agenebode, Isako, East Local Government Area of Edo State. I'm proud to be who I am and where I come from. Of the 374 ethnic groups in Nigeria, as found out by Professor Onigo Otito in his demographics survey, don't base Nigeria alone on the tripod of the Yorubas, the Hausa Fulanis, and the Igbos. A tripod is never balanced. What do you do with the other 371 ethnic groups? That is why Nigeria is not balanced. You can't expect some people to be clappers, to be hewers of wood and drawers of water, while others are busy luxuriating away. That is social injustice, and it normally incubates unrest, chaos, and anarchy, the type we were seeing in Kenya, where they believed that the ruling class was oppressive against the common man. So in ending my something, I will say that we should do away with political corruption, which we all know very well, where people in government take a larger chunk and the people they govern are suffering. Nigeria is suffering. Let nobody deceive Mr. President, sir. My president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigerians are suffering. There is mass poverty. There is degradation. There is anger in the land, sir. Don't let your minders tell you something otherwise. I will advise Mr. President, sir, go incognito one night. Just wear something, disguise yourself. Go out and see the anger in the land, the hunger in the land, the squalor in the land. They are from 192 naira per liter. A liter is now between 550 to 800 naira. Small-scale industries, which usually is the hub of a country, is virtually dead. Who can buy fuel to power a small face me, I face you generator to do barbing? So he must look at this. He must begin to block all loopholes and cut the large size of government. The government is too large and is too wasteful. We must also begin to do away with all these long convoys. Our convoys are too long. I have a friend who came from abroad. When he saw a convoy going, he now asked me, what is going on? I told him that was a governor going. He said, governor? I said, yes. He said, is the governor president? I said, no. He's one of 36 governors. He said, and he's going like that? Because we counted on the convoy about 14 vehicles. Of course, all of them shaded. So he said, but why? In my country, the president comes out riding a bicycle. I said, bicycle? Ah, okay. Oh. You want our own to ride a wheelbarrow? Okay, fine. I know there are peculiarities in terms of sensitivity, in terms of security. That's not, I'm not saying Mr. President should necessarily come out riding a bicycle. That's not what but there's a way you empathize and sympathize with the people when they are hungry. You show that you know they are hungry. We shouldn't go about buying more aircraft, more vehicles. I mean, in a country that is already bleeding, already asphyxiating economically. So I say we should cut all those on, and the role of women, as I go here from here, must be emphasized. The 62 women in 2019 in government has now thinned down to just 21 women, 8 in the Senate and 13 in the House of Representatives, which represent 4.48% of 360 House of Rep members and 109 senators. That is not good enough at all. Neither does it meet Goal 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, nor does it meet the 35%, which we have agreed on as a country to be elective positions. So we need also to mobilize the youth so that their energy is well utilized instead of allowing them to go for NSAS. And guess what? Guess what? I will soon round up. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And guess what? Nigeria has the largest population of youth in the world. Can you get that? Nigeria has the largest population of youths in the world. Do you know what? 70% of Nigerian youths are under 30. 70% of the Nigerian population are youth under 30. And 42% are youth that are under 15. So Nigeria is one of the most youthful countries in the world, which is a big plus that we should utilize. I think we can clap for Nigeria. So, Mr. President, sir, let me give you one advice as I sit down. We were in the trenches together. You operated with NADECO. You saw the suffering that we went through. Some of us here, we were under civil society. Aremu, my good brother and friend there, he and Adanso Shomole were with Labour. So all of us were synchronizing together to fight off the military. So, Mr. President, having witnessed it firsthand, what we went through and why we fought, you have an opportunity to write your name in gold. As great leaders did, it is in times of crisis that you know great leaders. While we call for support for you, we must say that you have to definitely lead by example, by empathizing with the people you lead, so that you can come out as a true leader. People like Mohandas Gandhi, people like Winston Churchill, people like George Washington, people like Nelson Mandela, people like Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, Martin Luther King Jr., Cleopatra, Abraham Lincoln. You can do it. It's not impossible. So that when you are leaving the stage, Nigerians will say, yes, he was here, he came, he saw, and he conquered. Winnie, Widi, Wisi. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Please don't forget to reach out to us on your observations and suggestions, especially on issues of national interest. You may want us to discuss this on the show with our well-informed analyst. Well, it has been a wonderful and rewarding time with you today. Please join us again, same time, same station next week. Please, again, I say please and I say please. Ensure you maintain peace and orderliness at all times. And finally, we say what?
My name is Obi Ajuru. He is McQueen Joseph. Do enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Join us again same time.
So you have finally exposed me.
Of course, I should put the face to the name.
Bye.